Okay, we are on day 25.
Woo!
Woohoo! Day 25. Now, do I sound louder? Because I didn't realize it was on near, and now I have it on far. Do I sound like lower or louder? Lower or louder? Lower or
I don't think you sound any different.
louder? Okay, that's weird. I don't know. Maybe I did something. I don't know. Let me see. Do I sound louder now? No.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, oh, you know what? That's why. Hold on. Does that sound different?
No,
Because it
you
was on
sound
the. It
you
was on the.
sound you sound good.
Well, it was on the yellow or the orange where that was just the headphone.
Yeah, well, the headphone is for your own, for like if you're listening to yourself
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, maybe that made a difference because.
No, that just increases the volume of your headphones.
Okay.
You sound good though. You don't sound different.
I know. Just I listened to one of our videos that we uploaded, the newer ones, and I kind of sounded a little far away. So I was like, maybe.
Maybe you're just hearing things. No, you don't sound far away.
Okay.
Mine's on near and I pushed it far away
Oh.
because I think it's too loud.
Yeah, yours is just like perfect. I want to be like you when I grow up. Okay. So,
Tell everybody what you heard from the angels.
yes, I was just bringing that up. So, the reason I heard from the angels is because I was like, the Warrior Nun series, I finally finished it, and because I listened to it, like I just took a couple of days while I was driving to listen to the series and like kind of finish it. And so I was like, all right, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, because mostly I work with Michael Metatron, and I was like, Uriel's kind of sounds close to the guy, in the series, but I was like, is that like really how it is? I was like asking them questions, and they're like, well, we are angels, and from we are in a different dimensional plane, like the but we are angels, and we do have a God. And so it's like kind of answering questions because I was like, just for fun,
Yeah.
and then I was like thanking them, and I asked what I needed to know for today. And so they said, set goals that keep helping me align with my soul's higher purpose. As they said, as you guys call it, living your joy. So I said, living our joy. Have faith and, well, if I could text, have faith and believe all will work out because it will. The more you just focus on your way to get there now and how it will be there or how it will come soon. Basically they're saying like just focus on my goals, setting my goals and work on the goals, not focusing how the abundance is going to get to me, not focus on how like my business is going to work or how this and that. So it just says you just need to do the steps and proceed of the physical things while we, the angels, my spirit team, and the universe take care of all the abundance and vibrational things that are coming to me now. So that basically makes sense. Like what we talked about yesterday, like we need to release our wants, just like set our goals and stick to that, like work on what is making our souls happy, or as we say, living in our joy. So what is living in your joy? What does living in your joy look like? Create those goals, just like the other the video we talked about with Kyle, what's his last name? Yeah. So like example, your joy and your goal, or your soul's goal and joy is up here, and you feel like you're so down here, and like, yeah, you could jump here, but it's such a big jump that you have to set these goals and work towards those, because as you're working on the goals and stop focusing on the wants of this or the needs of this, you're blocking the angels in the universe from bringing those vibrational things to you that need to make that happen. So, if we just focus on those steps, just focus on the steps, not our wants and not our needs, we clearly figure out what our joy is and our goal of what we want, clearly visualize that, and you're like, okay, now what can I do to get there? Now you don't need to focus on how it is going to work out. How is the money going to come to me for doing this? How is, because the universe got you. The universe got us. We're fine. We're taken care of. We just need to figure out what we need to do physically to take those steps and goals there.
Yeah. I think it's really kind of what I think I've been focusing on the last, probably this turn, and maybe started to kind of open up to it last round of this, is like, I don't have to figure anything out. I just have to I have to just be in the moment and do whatever it is that's being asked of me, and the thing that's and focus on the joy of it, like whatever I'm doing, whether I'm getting coffee or doing my dishes or actually like painting or something that really brings me joy. I can still bring my whole heart into it, and I can still um find joy in it, right? Like, even though I hate doing dishes, I can use that as a time to create, but all I have to do is set the intention and let myself like feel into it. And the same thing goes with like cleaning or doing a part of my job that I don't really like, you know what I mean? Or whatever it is, like you can do something that's you have to do with a get to do attitude, because
Right.
some people don't make it till they're 36. Some people don't have the ability to do the things that is possible, and like using your time wisely in the sense of like feeling into it is helpful, because there are things that we have to do because that's just like part of the material world. And so I feel like that's such a good message, because I feel like that's honestly what I've been focusing on the most, is really just um you know don't figure it out. Like, if I want to write a book, I don't have to figure out the agent, I don't have to figure out anything.
Right.
All I have to do is write my book, and what that takes is every single day writing a little bit about it, right? And if I'm spending my time worrying about if I'm going to get an agent, or if this is going to happen, or if I'm going to, self-publish, or if I'm going to do whatever, I don't have any money to get a cover created, or, fill in whatever I'm worrying about, that's going to block me from my creative flow. And I'm not going to be able to write because I'm focused on the how it's going to happen for me instead of what I'm doing. And if the book never gets written, then I don't ever need an agent or an artist for the cover. You know what I mean? And so it's like, um, yeah. So I think that
Right.
that's kind of like the thing that like I've been really focused on, is like I don't have to. I like that part of like you don't have to figure out. You just do and be in the moment and allow things to come to you. And I think that one of my biggest things, a lot of the bad habits I have, or coping mechanisms I have that like kind of get in my way, is because I feel so much pressure to figure stuff out. I feel so tired and exhausted by um deciding and the figuring it out, when
Yeah.
it's not my job. That's not what I'm here to do. And so I really, that I think that's such a great message.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Like I've noticed that too. Like, um, when I stopped worrying about, like, for a minute, I'm not gonna lie, I took like what you said and I like kind of gave myself a little anxiety. Not so much anxiety, but like when we talked about how much money do you want to bring in from your business, and I was like, okay, if I can make as much money, at my job, or like a couple thousand more than my job, so I put that amount out there, and then you're like, okay, well, what do you offer in your business right now? And you're like, realistically, you need to offer a few more things to come up with that. And I was like, so I got a little overwhelmed, and I was like, okay, I need to, like, how can I, what can I do to make that happen? And but then I switched, especially like going through the abundant coaching course I went through online. And then sorry, there was a spam call. And then going through this abundance Abounding River book, it like helped me so much, where I was like, even if I didn't add more, the universe is going to supply it. If that's what I want and they know my heart's desire and I just take the steps and actions, then it'll be so, you know?
Right.
So like that, you know, and then like, you know, we still get like in those moments as I was recording my video, you know, I was like frustrated. It seemed like I got frustrated because I wanted it to be so perfect. You know, we discussed that. Like we get in those mindsets where we want it to be so perfect. And so then because I was blocking myself, then I was causing like issues with my mic working, the camera, the audio. I was like, oh, I'm having all these issues. And I finally just surrendered and I just took some deep breaths and I was like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Let's just do this, you know?
Yeah.
And so after that, I watched some videos of how to fix that correction to make the audio work with the professional mic. And it just started flowing after that. Yeah, my ego comes in as like, well, we could have did that better. But it's like, but I did it. So thank you. Thank you, ego, for trying to protect me. But we did it. Even if it could
Yeah.
have been better, I can go back and redo it, you know?
Right.
But it's like it is so much, it is funner. Like I know that's not a word, but it is so much more fun. You know, it's funner. And, you know, to just do, you know, just do like, you know, like that's my joy to do that. And, you know, I made my joy stressful, you know, and that's what's
Yeah.
blocking, you know, it's like
Yeah.
I realized I was like, I was blocking my joy and the abundance because I stressed myself out.
Exactly. I experienced that the entire time that I was making a course as well, or like making my podcast is like, because I have a hard time. I am great like having a conversation and like talking, but when it comes to reading and doing it, and I write the stories out and then I read them on, and I'm like, there's like, it's maybe maximum 5 to 8 minutes of reading out loud,
Yeah.
max.
Yeah.
Like, so not very long.
Yeah.
And I would be reading and then I would mess up and then I would get frustrated. And it would take me 2 hours to read 5 minutes of a story. And I would get so frustrated. And I like, the more frustrated I get, the more that my like sinuses would like get like clogged. And then I would like couldn't breathe. So then
Yeah.
you hear me like breathing through my mouth. And I'm like, I can hear myself breathing through my mouth. Like, and then like I would get so frustrated. And then I was just like, so then I turned down my microphone, like I turned on my headphones so I can't hear myself talk. And I just like was like, F it, like I can't breathe. That's, and I sound like I can't breathe and I can't. So like I'm not gonna try to like hide that or cover that up because I can't. And
Right.
so like but anyway, like I did that. Like I did that
Yeah.
multiple times. It was like maybe the third episode that I recorded
Yeah.
where
I could
I
see you
realized,
finally just released.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I realized, and I was like, this is so stupid. Like, if someone is not listening to me because I'm stuttering over my words or whatever, like that, so what? And then I read in what's his name? Russell Brunson's book. Like when he made his marketing podcast, he was recording it in his car on his way to work. And I'm sure that has like loud background noise and not great audio because you're just literally recording on your phone.
Right.
And so that was the moment I was just like, and he goes, yeah, I had somebody like, he's got multi-million dollars now. He's like, he's in with all the, like the rich crowd and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he, lots of people didn't start listening to him until like later on in his podcast. But he's like, and people will go back and binge listen to the beginning episodes and be like, yeah, they were terrible, but like you still like, it was nice to see you struggling and like, you know, going
Yeah.
through it and whatever.
Absolutely.
And so because people really like that, like people really like to the realness of it where you're not like perfected. And like also people also who have better podcasts or whatever have teams to edit and like all of these other things, and there's like the whole team, you know what I mean? So I've had this same experience where I was just like, I'm taking the joy out of this and I'm starting to hate it. And so now I just record an episode and it's maybe 45 minutes to an hour and a half max for the whole thing, not just like the one section. And so yeah, so I totally know what you mean. And I feel like that's like such a good lesson to learn, that it's just like we're doing it and we're doing the best that we can, and we can always go back and upgrade it, especially because we're still learning, we're always
Right.
learning, and so we can always go back and do that. So
I feel like life is about making mistakes so we can learn from them and grow. And then
exactly.
also your imperfections is somebody else's perfections. So like if you show your imperfections, and that's gonna want people to, like, you're showing your realness. That's why I don't always go on when I do my videos. I stop, like I definitely felt for, I don't know if you've seen Ashley's post when she was like, I finally made some posts without makeup. You know what I mean? Like I only do that every once in a while when I feel like I just want to do my makeup. You know what I mean? Because like people like your authenticity, or your authentic self, instead of, because then it, like, people that, let's say if there's people like us that want to start, but they keep seeing all these other people going and making these videos, getting spruced up and doing all their makeup, then they're going to be like, I don't know how to do my makeup. Cause like me, I never knew how to do my makeup. Oh my gosh, sorry. I just seen it. Looks like I'm getting a hive. Yep, guys, unnatural hive. I'm having a hive. My authentic self. Um, it's just like that's how I was at first, like before I started doing anything. I'm like, I don't like to do my makeup all the time. You know what I mean? Like, but then I started seeing other people really come out and saying, just do it, because people like to see your natural self. Like there's people finally recording and there's kids running in the background, or like because they don't have a backdrop or something, and it's like, and that gives, it also empowers me to think about that, because it gives other people courage to go and just do it, to go and just try, at least try. If you fail to write, just get back up and try something else. If that particular thing that you tried didn't work, either keep trying it again until it works, or try something else.
Yeah, totally.
So
Keep
yeah,
on keeping on and enjoy it.
exactly.
Yeah.
I will read the quote today.
Well, do you want me
One
to share my
Oh
solutions?
shoot, yeah, sorry. I was like, oops. Oh, hold on. I also pulled this because I wanted to see what else the collective needed to hear, and this one's really good. There is no shortage of money or time, which it's true. We just get so wrapped up in that, and like, especially when we're working, like, oh my god, time.
Yeah.
There is no shortage, and any attention to shortage. Sorry, there is no shortage, and any attention to shortage of something wanted will always produce negative emotion within you, because your guidance is letting you know that you have strayed from your broader basic understanding of abundance and well-being. Whether you're focused upon the shortage of money or seeing yourself as having only so many years to live, and so each day is that expended or is each day that is expended is one day closer to the end of your years. That is feeling of decline is contrary to your broader understanding of the eternal nature of your being. It definitely plays a part in what we've been talking about so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. And I mean, that card will be helpful when we talk about the law of attraction uh at the end. For me, spirit, I had a dream last night about crocodiles, and crocodiles are a symbol of abundance in the Toltec art of dreaming. And I was running away from them because I was worried that they were going to eat me. Um, and they weren't really like, and now that when I like think back on it, I have like hindsight, that it wasn't really coming after me. They were just like swimming.
That's our abundance thing.
Yep. After we finish this, we'll do the,
Breathing.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But like I was worried that they were going to consume me, and then I thought of this as like maybe, and it kind of feels true that I'm running away from my own abundance because I'm worried that it will consume me. There's like a fear that like, that like it will consume me, but because one, it's already has, because I've always been in pursuit of it, right? It's like been this like elusive thing. But the message I got from spirit was like, remember, it's important to remember that tools don't have power. It's the wielder of the tool that gives it power. So like in money and abundance is a tool, not a entity on its own, right?
Right.
And so and I feel like, and that was really interesting too, because where the crocodiles were on this like surface level, I was like lower in the water with the crocodiles, and like to avoid it, right? So um I feel like what that's saying is that the crocodile, my abundance is like on the surface. It's there ready for me to do, but like I'm avoiding it because, and so I feel like your message is also on the next is in order to remember that abundance is just a tool, but in the meantime, I don't have to figure it out. It will come to me when I'm ready. And all I have to do is just follow my joy and really just be in the moment and bring whatever it is that I can to the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. It's definitely true. Like, because of us wanting so much, we get lost and then we block the abundance, which is really weird because I just had this kind of a conversation about this with my husband before like coming in here, and we were talking about giving and receiving. I was explaining to him what I learned. Giving and receiving are the same thing. We have to learn to give without expectation of receiving. You give with an open heart. And then I said, you yell at me sometimes, like, if you give me a gift. I said I shouldn't do that because I'm like, oh, he got me a gift, I should get him a gift back. You know what I mean? I said, so I'm blocking myself from more abundance because I'm like, oh, I need to. Like, I feel weird because I'm not, I like to do for others, and so I need to learn to receive. And so I told him, I said, I'm still learning on that. I said, but I feel like you have that to work on as well, because don't give me gifts. You don't need to spend money. And I was like, you have to like love me, because that's something, when I do it, it's from the depths of my heart. It's something I want to do. Like, I was like, I'll see something and I know that you like it and I want to get it for you. And so I was like just having that talk, and the more we think about it, the more we're blocking ourselves. And like, and I see that in other people where like they just feel like there's a shortage, and because they feel that shortage, they believe there's a shortage, and so it's just blocking it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like our abundance is always right there. Like, the universe is always trying to bring it, but we end up blocking ourselves, whether it's because we're focusing on our wants, or how we're going to get our businesses to be where, how are we going to get our business to make that money? You know what I mean? It's like, so we're either focusing on our wants or focusing on the how, when we just need to focus on the doing. Just do it.
Yeah. And the joy of doing it because you like
Yeah.
doing it. Totally. I love that.
Yeah. I mean, I love yours too. That's why I was like, it literally touches on everything we've been talking about. Like, they're telling you and me, like, stop worrying about the doing and the not the doing, the wanting and how it's going to happen. Just just do the doing. Just do the doing. We got you. We got your back. Just do the doing.
And being.
Yes, be you and happy, joyful, and have your gratitude. Be grateful about everything that you could possibly be grateful for. And work on those steps. Just focus on the steps. Don't focus how it's going to bring in money. Don't focus on wanting it to bring the money. Just do it with joy.
Yeah. Be you. Awesome. All right. You want to do a quick minute of breathing?
Sure. So just so everybody knows, we've been doing every 3 o'clock, like example.
3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, every 3 hours. We sometimes I can't because I'm like driving, but I'll do still like visualize while I'm driving. So we created a manifesting that we both want. She has her manifestation, which is, everybody go follow her on TikTok, because we're manifesting her to have 1,000 followers, and I'm manifesting to bring in $5,000 to finish paying off some stuff. And so what we do is every 3 hours we set our alarms to go off on like the 6 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m. And then we breathe in, we visualize. First, what I've been doing, Megan, is I like get in a gratitude headset. I've been doing that and it feels so much better. Like I just, once I do that, it's like I feel my energy rising and then I'm just seeing it blast off into the universe. So I'll think about like, my cats, my husband, like, and you and my family, like anything that makes me grateful and just opens my heart. And then I go into, okay, now I start visualizing, oh my God, this, I was like, randomly Megan got 1,000 followers. Like, wow, I looked, I imagine that. And then I'm like, oh my God, that makes me even happier. So now I'm like, oh my God, the universe just brought me $5,000, like not out of nowhere, So it's just, I just have so much fun with it.
Yeah.
So share that with you.
I do that too. I get in the gratitude mindset and then I imagine it. And every time I get new followers, I'm like, oh my God, one step
Yeah.
closer to 1,000.
Yeah.
Yay. And I got like in the last, I think, day or two, I've gotten, I think 20 followers, which is double from like 2 days ago. So it's exponentially growing. So
Exactly. The universe is supplying.
yes. So let's just do a quick breathing, getting in the gratitude state. Let's just do a minute and then
Okay.
so we don't take up too much people's times. Okay. Here we go.
All right.
All right.
That was good.
Oh, look at
This is
that. I
so
stopped
cool.
on.
Oh my gosh. Look, wow. 1 1 1 1. 11 11 and then 8. Jeez. Um, I just love that because it's like almost like a Saturn ring. It's like this ring of energy just went.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, let's move forward.
Okay. So one cannot see God as long as one feels I am the doer. That's pretty much what we've been talking about. Like one cannot see God as long as one feels that I am the doer. Like if I keep feeling like I am the one that has to bring it, or I am God, which we have God inside of us because it's creative out of his image, but you can't see him if you're just believing it's all you personally.
Yeah. And it's the figuring out part, like too, like we don't have the capacity to be miracle bringers in the sense of like snap our fingers and that things happen. We have a step, we've taught this logical process, but miracles are this spontaneous thing of surprises. And what we do is just be ourselves and allow things to come into us, and then miracles happen, right? Or these things that are just like really awesome, or like, you know, and I feel like that's kind of like what this is saying is like the more that we try to figure out every single detail and the things that are like 5 steps ahead, and we don't focus on the task at hand, we become the person that has to do everything. And that's not really how we're supposed to be, you know?
Right.
So
Exactly.
awesome. Identify a recurrent, which is a reoccurring thought or limitation you have around money. For example, I never have enough. I can't make money doing what I love. What could you think practicing being satisfied and fulfilled now? Make a note, you've created your thought, and share it with someone today. So I think I'm going to use my belief that like it has to be hard. Like like the opposite the opposite is money comes with to me with ease. Mine is you have to work hard to get any kind of money. That's really messes with me. And because of that, I also have a fear because it's like if I have to work so hard for money, which I've had to do most of my life, then it will consume me because I have nothing. That's what I'm going for. That's what I have to focus on. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. I know Ashley had posted in the group um asking people about their limiting beliefs on money, and that was the one thing I put in there is there like is never enough. And then I put on here like there I feel like there's never enough because you have to work hard to get it. So
right.
that's just been my belief for such a long time where I just feel like there's never enough. I'm never going to have enough. But I want to switch that to there is more than enough.
So I was actually working on this yesterday because I was starting to do my taxes for my business and stuff, like getting it set up because last year I was like so late that I had to file an extension and it was like a problem.
Oh,
So I was like taking all of my like bank statements and plugging them in and like identify them and that kind of thing. And instead of like judging myself for like what I spent my money on or whatever, I was just like amazed at how like the money just kept flowing in. It was like, oh, look at how like this, oh, like there's a deposit, like, oh, and then I get to spend it. And someone said something the other day that like she's really good at money. She's really good with money because she spends it so easily. And I was like, I like that. Like I like
yeah,
because I've always believed that being good with money, and this might be another one, is that being good with money means that you save money. And I think that that's like, I'm like, oh, with that logic, I'm good with money because I know how to spend it. Like I'm just like always spending it, whatever. So yesterday when I was working with that, I was like just amazed at how much I was being provided for. Like my bank account would start to drain and then I would get this deposit and then I would go back up and then I would spend it and it was like continuous the whole year is like that, you know what I mean?
right.
And it was just like really exciting because one, I quit my job, this year. And so I don't have I don't have like technically a stable income that comes every 2 weeks or whatever, like I'm used to. And
Right.
so it was just like really cool to like kind of remind myself. And I checked my bank account for the first time with that attitude of like whatever the money is, whatever the amount is, there will be more and there will be less. There will be more and there will be less because it always is continuously flowing. So my new thought is money flows with ease and continuously.
I like that.
So and I'm gonna say for for me and for everyone, for others. So anyway, that was really like kind of cool. I was experiencing that. So
I definitely like that. I'm gonna use that as a mantra to wake up to. Money flows with ease and continuously for me and others. I like that because
yeah, I like that too.
I was putting my switch to like the opposite of what I put is there is never enough because I have to because you have to work hard to get it. There is more than enough money because I don't have to work hard to get it. I should say so I don't, not because. So I don't have to work hard to get it.
That's a negative. That doesn't work.
Really?
Yeah, negatives don't work in the mind. You take out so read the negative sentence.
I put there is more than enough money because I don't have to work hard to get it. What I say?
because I don't have to work hard. So take out the don't or the and take out the not part. So it's that I do work hard for it because our subconscious doesn't do negatives.
Oh,
So that's why you have to say there's enough money. That's why that there's it comes so easily or something like that because that's a positive. So like if you're like I don't have cancer, I don't have cancer, I don't have cancer. If you were repeating that, your brain would hear I have cancer because it doesn't really do negatives.
okay.
So you want to focus on the I am healthy, I am healthy, I'm healthy, or something that feels true, right? So if it doesn't feel true that I'm healthy because you are sick, you focus on I feel better,
Right.
you know, or I have more energy, or you focus on the positive parts because negatives just don't work with the subconscious. And a
Okay.
lot
Yeah.
of the law of attraction work I was telling you too is it's really hard. Like affirmation, you could also say if affirmations like that don't work, you can say, I'm willing for money to come easily to me. Like, so you're like open to it. I just got chills, so that's confirmation. But like you can always say, I'm willing for money to come freely to me. I'm willing and open to receive money. Like if it's hard to make that leap from the positive or from a negative affirmation to a positive affirmation, right? So you want to do like I feel safe receiving lots of money.
Right.
That could be mine because of the crocodile too. I am willing to receive lots of money. I feel safe receiving money with ease. I'm willing to believe money flows continuously to me. Money is everywhere. Money is overflowing. All right, I think I got a few.
Yeah.
Okay, so the river guide says, you got yours?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You can practice thinking anything. Why not practice thoughts that you experience being part of the whole?
Sounds good. I mean, practice thoughts of experiencing being all, one.
Yeah, which is that Ouroboros or whatever is that I was talking about yesterday. That is like symbolic of wholeness too. So
Okay. I like that.
the yin yang or the yin
Right.
yang. So awesome.
Totally. I totally agree with that. I acknowledge and thank spirit overflowing me as the money, credit cards, plant, fishermen, shopkeepers, cooks, natural gas, truck drivers, that's myself, um, people that created trucks, people that create food that needs to be created, for practicing in every meal and every product I use today. Today, I am especially acknowledging the grass. And I'm especially acknowledging Allie because she's going to be helping me with my website today.
Woo. I acknowledge and thank eternal millions me as the money, credit cards, plants, fishermen, shopkeepers, cooks, natural gas, truck drivers, cleaning supplies, for participating in those who manufacture cleaning supplies, for participating in every meal and every product I use today. And today I especially acknowledge grass. Would you like to go first? No spirit words today.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I went to look and see what I was feeling into, and then I'm like, oh, I don't need one today. I don't need it. I don't need it. Sure. I am one with all that is. Everything I see and don't see, everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
What you want wants you. What you seek is seeking you. You are spirit loving yourself. Your spirit knowing itself.
I am, because I am one with all that is. Everything I see and don't see, everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
What you want wants you, Samantha, and you are spirit loving yourself, every aspect of yourself, and your spirit knowing itself.
Exactly, because I am one with all that is. Everything I see and don't see, everything I could ever want or desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now in this moment and forevermore.
You are what you want wants you. You seek is seeking you. Your spirit loving yourself. Your spirit knowing itself.
Amen. Because I am one with all that is and everything I don't see and I see. Everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now in this moment and forevermore.
Samantha, what you want wants you. You are spirit loving itself in everything that you do and everything that you be and everything you're becoming because you are spirit knowing itself in this lifetime, in every lifetime.
Exactly. Because I am one with all that is. Everything I see and everything I don't see. Everything I could ever want or desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now in this moment and forevermore.
It's true. What you want wants you. Your spirit loving yourself and your spirit knowing itself.
Exactly, because I am one with all that is and everything I see and don't see. I Everything I could ever desire and want, I already am. And I am whole and complete now in this moment.
I see that because what you want wants you. Everything that you desire is on its way to you. You are spirit loving itself, yourself, and your spirit knowing itself.
Exactly, because I am one with everything and all that is, and everything I see and I don't see. Everything I could ever want and desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
It's true. What you want wants you. You are spirit loving yourself. You are spirit knowing yourself.
Every time you say that, I get like deja vu. Like what you want wants you. Like when you say that, it just like tings inside of me. I am one with all that is, everything I see and I don't see, everything I could ever want and desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now, in this moment and forevermore.
It's true. What you want wants you. You are spirit loving yourself. You are spirit knowing yourself.
I am, because I am one with everything, everything I see and I don't see, everything I could ever want and desire, I already am. And I am whole and complete now.
What you want wants you. What you seek is seeking you. You are spirit loving yourself in everything that you do and everything that you be, because you are spirit trying to get to know yourself.
Exactly, because I am one with all that is, everything I see and I don't see, everything that I could ever want and desire, I already am. And I am whole and complete now.
It's true. What you want wants you. Everything your heart desires is already fulfilled. You are spirit loving yourself. You are spirit knowing itself.
Exactly. This is the last one.
I'm on 9.
Okay, so two more.
Yeah.
I am one with all that is, everything I see and I don't see, everything I could ever want and desire, I already am. And I am whole and complete right now in this moment and forevermore.
It's true, Samantha. What you want wants you. You are spirit loving yourself, every single aspect, and your spirit knowing yourself in all the things that you're doing and being.
Exactly. Because I am one with everything now and everything I see and I don't see. Everything I could ever want and desire, I already am. I am whole and complete right now.
It's true. What you want wants you. Everything you desire is already fulfilled. You are spirit loving yourself, and your spirit getting to know yourself, because you are one with all that is, everything you see and everything you don't see. Everything you could ever desire, you already are. You are whole and complete just the way you are right now.
Exactly. Because what I want wants me. I am spirit loving myself. I am spirit knowing itself.
Mm-hmm. It's true, because you are one with all that is. Everything you see and everything that you don't see. Everything that you feel you have and everything you feel that you lack. You already are everything that you could already desire. All you desire. You are whole and complete now.
Exactly. Because what I want wants me. I am
True.
spirit loving myself. I am spirit knowing itself.
Yep, it is true. Because you are one with all that is, everything you see and everything you don't see. Everything you could ever desire, you already are, Samantha. You are whole and complete now.
Exactly. Because what I want wants me. Wants me. Everything I want, it wants me. And I am spirit loving myself and I am spirit knowing itself.
Mm. Say it with conviction, because you are one with all that is, everything you see and everything you don't see, everything you have, everything you don't have, everything you ever could ever desire, you already are. You are whole and complete now.
Exactly. Because what I want wants me. And I am spirit loving myself and I'm spirit knowing itself.
I see you, Samantha, because you are one with all that is, everything you see and everything you don't see. Everything you could ever desire, you already are in this moment, because you are whole and complete.
I am. Because what I want wants me. What I want truly wants me just like I want it. But I don't want it because I know it's coming to me. I am spirit loving myself and I'm spirit knowing itself.
You are one with all that is, everything you see and everything you don't see. Everything you could ever desire, you already are. You are whole and complete now.
Exactly. Because what I want wants me. And I'm spirit loving myself and I'm spirit knowing itself.
I see that every day that you show up, I see that you are one with everything, that all that is, and everything you see and everything you don't see. Everything you could ever desire, you already are. You are whole and complete now.
Exactly. Because what I want wants me. I am spirit loving myself. I am spirit knowing itself.
You, Samantha, are one with all that is, everything you see and don't see. You, everything you could ever desire on your heart's desire, you already are, because you are whole and complete now.
Give me 1 second. There's someone at the front door. Hold on. Okay. Um, I'll start with mine. What I want wants me, and I am spirit loving myself, and I'm also spirit knowing itself.
And this is I'm going on 7 right now.
Yep.
Okay. Are you one with? Yeah, are you? You are one with all that is, everything you see and everything you don't see, everything you could ever desire, you already are. You are whole and complete now.
I am because what I want wants me. I am spirit loving myself, and I am spirit knowing itself.
It's true. You are one with all that is, everything you see and everything you don't see, everything you could ever desire, you already are. You are whole and complete now.
I am because what I want wants me, and I'm spirit loving myself, and I'm spirit knowing itself.
Nice. You are one with all that is, everything you see and everything you don't see. Everything you could ever desire, you already are. You are whole and complete now.
I am because what I want wants me. And I have to say this like before I go on, but when I say that, like it's almost at first was like sexy, like what I want, it wants me. Like it really wants me. Like really, And now it just feels like it's so true. What I want wants me. And I'm spirit loving myself and I'm spirit knowing itself.
Nice. This is the last one.
Yeah.
You are one with all that is, everything you see and don't see, everything you could ever desire, you already are. You are whole and complete now.
Exactly, because what I want wants me. I am spirit loving it, loving myself, and I'm spirit knowing itself.
I am one with all that is, everything I see and everything I don't see. Everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
You are, because what you want wants you. And you are spirit loving yourself, and you are spirit knowing itself.
It's true. I am one with all that is, everything I see and everything I don't see. Everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
Well, what I want you to realize, Megan, is what you want wants you. And you are spirit loving yourself, and you are spirit knowing itself.
It's true. I am one with all that is, everything I see and everything I don't see. Everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
Exactly, because what you want wants you. And you are spirit loving yourself, and you are spirit knowing itself.
It's true. I am one with all that is, everything I see and everything I don't see, everything I have and everything I don't have. Everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
Exactly, because what you want wants you, Megan. And you are spirit loving yourself, you are spirit knowing itself.
It's it. I am one with all that is, everything I see and everything I don't see. Everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
Exactly. And how does that feel? Because everything that you want wants you, Megan. Everything you want wants you. And you are spirit loving yourself. You are also spirit knowing itself.
True. I am one with all that is, everything I see and don't see. Everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
Exactly. Because everything you want wants you. And you are spirit loving yourself as well as spirit knowing itself.
I am one with all that is, everything I see and everything I don't see. I made it through almost the whole thing without yawning.
Right, right.
Everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
Exactly. Because what you want wants you. And you are spirit loving yourself. And you are also spirit knowing itself.
It's true because I am one with all that is, everything I see and everything I don't see. I everything I could ever desire, I already am. I am whole and complete now.
Exactly, because everything you want wants you. And you are spirit, knowing yourself and loving yourself to the utmost.
Yeah. This is the last one.
Yeah,
I am one with all that is. Everything eternal, endless, everything I see, don't see. I am part of it. I am part of the whole. Everything I could ever desire and I already am. And I am whole and complete now.
exactly. Because everything that you want wants you, Megan. And your spirit loving yourself as well as spirit knowing itself. You are one with all that is. Everything you see and don't see, everything you feel and don't feel, everything you could ever want and desire, you already are. You are whole and complete now.
What I want wants me. What I am seeking is seeking me. Anything I could ever desire is already fulfilled because I am spirit loving itself and I am spirit knowing itself.
Exactly, because you are one with all that is. Everything you see and don't see, everything you feel and don't feel, everything you could ever want and desire, you already are. You are whole and complete now and forevermore.
True. What I want wants me. I am spirit loving it myself and I am spirit knowing itself.
Good, because you are one with all that is, everything you see and you don't see, everything you could ever want and desire, you already are. You are whole and complete now and forevermore.
What I want wants me. I am spirit loving myself. I am spirit knowing itself.
Exactly, because you are one with all that is, everything you ever see and don't see, and you are everything that you ever wanted and desired is already you. You already have it, and you are already whole and complete now.
Thank you. What I want wants me. What I seek is seeking me. I am spirit loving myself. all aspects of my life and who I am and who I'm becoming. And I'm spirit getting to know myself too.
Exactly. Because you, Megan, are one with everything. Things that you see and you don't see. And everything you feel and you don't feel. Everything that you could ever have wanted or desired, you already are. You already have it. You are whole and complete now in this moment and forevermore.
What I want wants me. I am spirit loving myself. I am spirit knowing itself.
Exactly. Because you are one with everything you see and you don't see. Everything that you have ever wanted and desired, you already are and you already have it. You are whole and complete now.
Thank you. What I want wants me. I am spirit loving myself. I am spirit knowing itself.
Exactly. Because you are one with everything and everything you see and don't see. Everything that you could possibly ever want and desire, you already are and you already have it. You are whole and complete now.
I am, because what I want wants me. What I am seeking is seeking me. I am fulfilled in this moment because I am spirit loving myself. I am spirit knowing itself.
Exactly. Because you, Megan, are one with everything and all that is. Everything that you could ever want and desire, you already are and you already have it. You are whole and complete in this moment now and forevermore.
It's true because what I want wants me. I am spirit loving myself. I am spirit knowing itself.
It just sounds like a song. What I want wants me. What I want wants me. You are one with all that is, and everything that you see and don't see, have and don't have, and everything that you ever want and desire, you already are. You already have it because you are whole and complete now.
It's true. What I want wants me, and I am spirit loving myself, and I am spirit knowing itself.
Exactly, because you are one with all that is and everything that's out there. Everything you see and don't see, you have, you don't have, you feel, you don't feel, you already are. Because everything that you could ever want and desire, you already are it. You already have it. Because you already are whole and complete now.
It's true. Because what I want wants me. I am spirit loving myself, and I am spirit knowing itself.
Exactly. Is this last one?
Yeah.
Okay. You are one with all that is, and everything that you ever see and don't see, want and don't want, feel and don't feel, you already have it. Because everything that you could ever want and desire, you already are it, and you have it already. Because you are already whole and complete in this moment now and forevermore.
Thank you, Samantha, for that reflection because I know what I want wants me, and what I'm seeking seeks me. I am fulfilled in this moment because I am spirit loving myself, and everything I do and everything that I am becoming, I am spirit knowing itself.
It'd be cool if somebody like went and remade this, like took our words and like made it into a song, because I could just see that. What I want wants me, what I want wants me, what I want.
Put it out there in the universe, and next thing you'll know, someone will come out with a song.
Right. Or like they'll just grab our YouTube video. You know, some people do that, remix it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
um
Remix.
the remix.
So with the checks, we decided to stop at 8,192,000 because we honestly like it would just be
Too much overwhelming because you have to spend it all in when you get
what
it.
yeah and like the rules of the game is like one, knowing that everyone has the checks coming to them from the universe as well. Two, you can't save it and hoard it for another day. Three, like it's it's just like you would just keep buying property. It would be like Monopoly, a never ending Monopoly. And eventually like it's just silly. Like just,
Yeah.
like you could
I would have probably bought a private jet, let me just throw that out there.
private jets are probably somewhere around I think they're like 30 million. So we got a couple more
Okay.
times before you could.
Well, once I get there, because it's coming to us anyways. Yeah, I definitely want to do that, or splurge once I get there. So I don't have
Right.
to worry about sitting economy.
Oh God. It's also terrible for the environment.
I know, right?
But yeah, so we've just decided that we've hit our limit and that we're thanking the universe, and we trust that the checks are on the way, and we've practiced with our nervous systems to receive a certain amount of money. So
Exactly.
and you have rental properties
Yep.
and businesses that you're getting your money from. So
Healing
it's just,
resorts, just like you, but in a different way.
yeah. So I feel like that was fun. Like, what did you learn from it?
Um, that to be fun with it, it's like at first like at 32,000, I'm like, oh God, what am I gonna do with it? Because like I pretty much paid everything off, and then I forgot about some debt that's already in my parents' name that's was for me, and so then I was like, okay, jump. I got I worked through the overwhelm and just like started having fun with it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Just throwing it out, like just throwing it away, pretty much.
Yeah. So what do you think was your hang up on 32? What was this? Why weren't you able to have fun with it before that?
Because I was like really trying to prioritize, and I'm like, well, I need this, I wanted, because at first I wasn't trying to expect that I was going to check the next day. I was just like, what if this is the last, like my brain went into, what if this is the only check we get? What if this is the last universal check? I
Right.
can't.
So
I kept thinking I can't expect more, but then once I realized I can expect it because the abundance is coming. Like I will expect to check every day. That's what switched my mindset, because I literally was in that I need to spend this correctly so I can make sure I have more money coming in, because I might not get another check tomorrow. Like, so the lack mentality was coming through, and then I was
yeah,
like, no, I'm gonna get a check tomorrow. I'm just gonna believe that I'm getting a check tomorrow.
exactly. So it's kind of interesting you say that, because you have your belief today, which was about lack, about money, not there's not enough, right?
Exactly.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like you shifted that belief?
Absolutely. Especially during with that, I definitely switched it. Um and before, like, I kind of got confused, like outside of the game, where I was like, oh well, if I save money, then I'm blocking myself. But I'm like, no, I'm saving money for, like, I have a goal. So I'm just putting a certain amount away, but I'm still spending to get what things I want or need. I'm not gonna like
Yeah,
beat myself up for saving for a goal that I know I need X amount of money for.
right. So I think you should talk a little bit about what confused you, because I think it's a thing that, I mean, we touched about it before, but I think like it's a pretty common thing that most people feel when it comes to like the law of attraction. And like I sometimes think that there's like some bastardizations of law of attraction where people fall into the traps of toxic positivity and saving, um the belief that saving kind of goes against that. But so talk about what you
I'm
learned and what confused you.
I'm trying to pull up a passage in here. Here we go. Example, like, here are some beliefs that others have shared with us. Notice we often contradict ourselves when it comes to our beliefs. I have to work hard to make money. You can't make money doing what you love. It is wrong to receive assistance from others. You should support yourself. It's all about whom you know. I should help people. Hold on, there's another thing. If I don't have enough money, something bad will happen. There's something in here. I should save money. Like that, like that's what in here of a list of um the contradictions. And so like I was like, oh, so I guess because it was part of the list, I was like, oh my God, so am I like blocking myself because I'm saving money? Like, so I that's where I like got confused.
Yeah, and what do you know now that you after you're not confused about it.
It's fine to save money because like, you know, it's a choice and I choose to do it. It's not blocking me. I'm not like,
Right.
it's not like I'm just saving it to sit there and grow and grow and grow. I'm saving it for a plan. I have a plan, and if I you know, since I put the plan out there, so the universe is bringing in the amount of money I need to be able to put it away.
Right. And I think it's what they're missing in that is a subtlety, which is the subtlety that it's the contradictions. When we have two forces pulling, it divides our energy, right? So if you're saying I should save, and then another part of you is like, well, I shouldn't save because it's blocking me. You have two energies that contradict each other. And so the universe is confused because the universe goes towards the most energy, but you have two. And now imagine that you have more money beliefs and it's kind of spread out between these like money beliefs, and the majority of them are negative, so you feel in the lack, whereas some of them are in abundance. It's our job to start putting down, like, think of it as like switches, you know, like negative switches, positive switches. So a positive are like the abundance, where the negative is the lack. So it's our job to start putting them down, or taking the negative belief and moving it into a positive. So I should save. Yes, totally. But make your intention and your decision positive, right? You're not saving because you're afraid of something bad happening.
Right.
You're saving because you want to experience and you want to become something better, right? I'm saving for going to school, and I want to, you know, help people through school or whatever. Like saving so that I can buy a car so that I can go travel the world and write as I travel, like whatever, buy a van. It doesn't matter, but like having the intention because it's something that's going to be more expansive as opposed to restriction. Like, oh, I'm so scared that, you know, my water heater blows up and I'm not going to have enough money in my house, so I need to save. Like that's a different kind of energy that's constricting and blocking. And that's really kind of what I think the subtlety is that a lot of people get confused because law of attraction says this one thing, but there's like these subtleties, which is you can't do this life wrong. So like you trust that you're going to be taken care of. And this doesn't mean go out and spend all your money because more money is coming. Because if you're spending it like YOLO is actually a fear of dying and missing out. Like you only live once, so you got to do it now, and you got to do it impulsively. It's like the underneath fear is like the fear of death, right?
Yeah.
And so like you have to make sure like you're switching this thing of like, yes, spend that money and enjoy yourself. But if you're spending things to numb your emotions, or you're spending things to not better yourself in the sense of like feeling good about yourself, and you're doing it out of like the energy and intention of like the lack, then you're still paying into that lack belief. And so I think that's really what it's about. Like the more that we have energy feeling in the abundance, the more abundance we'll have, right? The more energy we feel in lack. And this is the same thing. Like if you believe, like if you don't believe that you'll ever get amount to anything when it comes to your job, and the majority of it is this lack, you'll never amount to anything, right? So the Henry Ford quote is, whether you believe that you can or you can't, you're right. And so it's like you want to try to get as much energy powering, flipping those switches on to the positive, so that you have more of this energy accumulation that kind of builds up and magnetizes, because that's what our energy system is. Like we are electromagnetic field, and the more power that we have that is going in the same direction, the further we'll go, the more we'll attract, right? But if we have this like brake, you're pressing the brake while you're pressing the gas, are you going to get anywhere? No. But what happens is like we'll press the gas pedal, we'll go too fast, and we'll slow down, fast, whatever. And sometimes we'll hit reverse or whatever, you know, but like then we'll put it back in drive. And so it's like the more that you can get yourself powered up and go, it doesn't mean you have to speed and you don't have to drive in the fast lane, but you're going to go in the same direction. But if you're constantly going like, oh, I should go here, nope, I'm going to go here, oh, I'm going to go here, how far are you really going to get in your life if you're constantly contradicting yourself? And it's really about really owning your decision and committing 100% to that thing. And even if you get there, you'll get there faster. than if you're 98% committed. But when you get there and you decide, okay, well, this wasn't really it, at least you made it there. And now you have information to like know, right? So like maybe you save money and you buy the thing that you want, but it wasn't really what you expected. That's okay.
Right.
Now you just adjust your plan and say, okay, for the next thing I'm saving, I actually, because I don't like this, I want to go there or whatever. Like it's always about like adjusting. So
Exactly. I like that. That's a
awesome.
better way to look at it. Thank you.
Everyone, have a great day.
You all have a great day. Bye bye.